We got the chance to check out another early preview of Digimon Story Time Stranger. We did the preview for Time Stranger before on our channel, so you might want to check that one out. This time, we are covering more in-depth about story, battle, and Digivolution, and many more. So, let's dive in.
Hey, this is Sean from Gamer Braves. It's been 8 years since we established Gamer Braves channel. We went to a lot of overseas game conference. We did a lot of exclusive interview with a lot of prominent figures from the industry, Ryuzo Sugimoto, Sean Layden, and even Yagu. One of the easiest way to support us is to subscribe to our channel. Support like this will actually gives us motivation and pushes us to produce better content. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. Please enjoy the rest of the video.
The prologue of Digimon Story Time Stranger takes us to Shinjuku, though exploration is still limited as we mostly follow navigation markers. Early on, we hear about the mysterious Wall of Hope, which we sneak into during an investigation. Not long after, we encountered enemy Digimon and we had to pick a Digimon partner between Patamon, Demi-Devimon, or Gomamon, which covers the vaccine, virus, and data type. We went with Patamon. Soon after, Blue Metal Greymon suddenly chases us in a scripted sequence. Along the way, we meet a mysterious girl named Inori who seems to know us, even though we don't know her. Later, Omegamon swoops in to save us from Blue Metal Greymon in his usual dramatic style before vanishing again. The prologue ends with a battle against Kuwagamon, after which we are suddenly pulled into the Digiworld. There, we meet 3 Olympus 12 members, Lunamon, Minervamon, and Coronamon, before a strange force destroys the temple and sends us crashing back into the real world, where the investigation continues. Combat is one of the big highlights here. On the surface, it keeps the familiar Digimon Story system: vaccine beats virus, virus beats data, data beats vaccine, while freeze stays neutral. But this time, it's expanded into 7 attributes in total. Variable, unknown, and no data join the mix, mostly for in-training Digimon. Add to that around 11 elemental types like fire, water, ice, light, and dark, and suddenly team building becomes much deeper than before. The big takeaway here is that you can't just train one overpowered Digimon and brute force your way through. Matchup matter, and the game pushes you to build a varied team that can handle different scenarios. There are also a lot of new mechanics that spice up the system. For example, Patamon's character reversal flips an enemy's attribute advantage, turning a strength into a weakness or vice versa. And then there's Extra Strike, where you hit a button at the right time to land a follow-up attack, sort of like Quick Time Event. This can heal allies, stun enemies, or stack damage if your Digimon has high bond points. We also got a look at Cross Arts, which tie into the new critical points system. From what we tested, there are 3 types of them: Break, Field, and Burst. Break lowers enemy stats while dealing damage, Field boosts allies with buffs, and Burst, which we didn't get to try, seems to be more of a big finisher. Another standout mechanic is Mode Change, temporary mid-battle Digivolution. For instance, Agunimon can evolve into Burning Greymon for a short period, use stronger moves, then revert back after the fight or when using another skill. It's a great way to add variety to battles without locking evolutions permanently. And then there's the Agent Skill Tree, which lets your main character grow alongside your Digimon. By leveling bonds, you unlock buffs that support your team in a different ways. It's a nice layer of customization on top of raising your partners. On the quality of life side, the game feels much smoother. You can speed up battles up to 5 times, toggle auto battle, and even see clear attribute and element hints mid-fight. Using items also no longer wastes a Digimon's turn. Only your agent can use 1 item per turn. Small changes, but they make a big difference in keeping the pace snappy. All in all, battles feel strategic, rewarding, and much more player-friendly. A solid mix of depth and accessibility. As always, Digivolution is central to the experience. You gather enemy data, convert it, and evolve your Digimon. Rookie to Champion was locked in this preview, but we did notice one meaningful change. Digimon now reach out to you through conversations or messages, and your responses can shape their personality. These personalities unlock unique skills, making your choices actually affect how your Digimon develops. It adds a nice personal touch to raising them beyond just stats. Exploration has also been upgraded in a big way. The new DigiAttack system lets you take down lone enemies instantly in the overworld, scaling damage with your Digimon stats and elements. It's not just a time saver, It also ties into traversal. Certain block paths can be opened with DigiAttacks, and when paired with the analysis feature, which highlights destructibles, treasures, and enemies, it makes exploration much more engaging. Traversal itself is varied too. In the preview, Biomon helped me cross a broken bridge, and later I got to ride Wamon and Submarimon to explore underwater zones. These Digimon-assisted interactions suggest the full game will have lots of creative traversal moments. Each zone also has its own roaming powerhouse, basically a mini-boss encounter. In the Prologue area, that role was filled by Chaos Dramon. You can take it head-on if you're feeling brave, otherwise avoid it or return later when you have a stronger team. It adds danger and strategy to exploration, making the world feel alive and unpredictable. On the lighter side, we also got to try a brand new card minigame. It's not the Digimon TCG, but an original side mode where you play cards, predict your opponent's moves, and the winner gets to take cards as a prize. The coolest part? The cards transforms into pixel Digimon battles on a Digivice style screen. It's a fun, nostalgic touch for longtime fans. Mirai is also back, this time in a new area called the In-Between Theater instead of the usual phone booths. Here she manages your Digifarm, where you can train Digimon, feed them, and decorate the space however you like. It looks like it will combine both stat growth and customization. We didn't get to dive too deep, but it's promising. From its high-stakes prologue to its layered battle system and expanded exploration, Digimon Story Time Stranger is shaping up to be a very strong entry in the series. The battles balance strategy and accessibility with fresh mechanics like extra strikes, cross arcs, and mode change, while Digivolution now ties your choices directly into how your Digimon grows. Exploration feels more dynamic thanks to DigiAttacks, Digimon-assisted traversal, and roaming area bosses that make each zone feel dangerous and alive. On top of that, the card minigame and the expanded Digifarm add charm and side content to break things up. If this preview is anything to go by, Time Stranger is aiming to deliver a mix of mystery, strategy, and nostalgia that should satisfy both new players and longtime Digimon fans. So, what do you think of Digimon Story Time Stranger? Which starter Digimon will you choose? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. And as usual, I will see you in the next one.